Uh-oh. I'm back. Okay, look. You know, yeah, there we go. Um, I tried, I tried to stream Persona earlier, and like, man, playing the dungeons is kind of boring, man. I don't know. I like the social stuff of it. I can laugh at it more, I guess. I don't know. Who cares? I'll finish it another day. But I wanted to try this mostly. This is a game called Higurashi When They Cry, and uh, I've heard that this game is it gets compared to Danganronpa, hence the title of the stream. I don't really see it yet. I mean, it just seems like it might be like a horror game or whatever. I'm not really sure. Who knows? I know it's a visual novel. I know it's an old visual novel. I think the original. This is the updated version on Steam, I think, or at least this is the Steam release of the first chapter. Um, this game is old. Like I think the original version of this game was released in 2003, which is old as fuck. Why is this game so good? Or people say it's so good? We're gonna find out. But we're gonna do it in spurts because all the other chapters cost money, which I don't have. So we'll play through chapter one and then we'll see if I like it. If we'll go from there. Um, Nothing else really to say. It is a visual novel. It's gonna be a lot of reading. I have no idea what to expect. Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening inviting you into this world. Don't play tough. Please just enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you will enjoy the reward. What do you mean by the difficulty is high? What the fuck? Sure. Okay, whatever. Please do not lament. I'll forgive you even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not lament. I will forgive you even if you will not forgive the world. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? Frederica Berncastel. And a bunch of words I can't. Huh? Depicting. Whatever. Damn! This is a work of fiction. Yeah. What of. Okay, 1983. Early summer of the 50th year of the Showa era. I'm being hit with a fucking wooden club. I was going to be ripped apart anyways. Having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. Damn! No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. And also, I'm getting brain damage. It was as if I was trying to convince myself with such a silly, sobbing voice, and those tears making a mess of my face. The mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilled, and everything fell silent. Only the cry of cicadas remained, annoyingly loud. And yet, I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. Okay? The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there were none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why? This pain, my eyes getting moist. Why was this happening? I still wanted to believe. I hadn't been split apart. Wait, I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough. And countless times I've wavered over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I've stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? I tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind with her. Like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm. Just lift it up. And with every swing, forget a little more. Okay? That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. My favorite streamer is live. Holy shit. Hello. Hello. I'm live again today. Because I wanted to be live still. Perhaps I really did love you. Damn! That's what I'm playing. Higurashi when they cry. I don't know what happened. Bid my love goodbye? Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. I wonder what she's apologizing for. I felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. The skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads, the melodious cacophony of the crosswalk, even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks, and the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Ah, so this game is about cicadas and when they cry out for mercy, I guess. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness has begun to instill a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. I live in a cornfield. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at them. I lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor because I'm a fucking idiot. I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody's still apologizing. Who's she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing, even now. Then has she really done something that can't be fixed? Like murder her entire family? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey, you, when she's apologizing, why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Oh boy. Keiichi. Keiichi? We're almost there. Okay, whatever. Wake up! I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window in the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, they were even from the same era. From there, we'd take a car deeper into the mountains. Oh boy. I love the mountains. I love the white sidewalk. I love the very hyper-realistic, drawn-over CG backgrounds. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. There, where I live now. Hinamizawa. A city with cicadas in them. There's a lot of cicadas. You will never ever hear the end of the cicadas. Oh my god. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange, you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Ah! Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste, because everything tastes like smog in the city. Ooh. Okay. A little bit of a jive going on, I see. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably up working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. Such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I never tell him that, though. Mom laid breakfast on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. Get the fuck out of that house. Because what do you mean that's breakfast? That is a dinner. Raw egg? Raw egg. Like, straight up from the fridge, a raw egg. A raw-ass egg. Alright, man. Oh, shut up. Google Home. My Google Home's going off. My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. Seems like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since you moved here, Keiichi. If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. Full bowl of rice or will half be enough? Pile it on. First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with the egg. Oh, oops. Oh, what is it? I guess went to the log. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickle. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. So happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Wow. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning. That's one way to say it. That's probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. Is this like a translation? Who the fuck calls it cram school? Alright, whatever. I guess it was what you call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. Good, it's seaweed, raw egg, pickled vegetables, and grilled salmon. How have you not ran away from the house yet? If I had that for breakfast every morning, for breakfast, by the way, like, dear God. If I can go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Reina-chan? Hurry, hurry. Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Ah! Reina is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to a school with a girl was just lame. 14 years old. I believe in cooties. But well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Reina wait there for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Reina-chan for the pickles. Couldn't think that those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning. Morning, black screen. Oh my god, the cicadas are fucking back. Hello, girl. Ichi-kun. Is this Reina? I'm going to say this is Reina, because it makes sense. Good morning. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. It's always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime. Try to sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. You're so contentious and such a good person. If whatever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Ichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust without looking back. Why are you so mean? Why? Okay, alright. Right off the bat, we're making her sad. This is a sad sprite. There might be a smile on that face now, but... Ooh, boy. Reina had a slightly troubled look on her face. Playing with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding. I'd wait for you. With those words, Reina seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Ah. Thank you. Oh, boy. I waited forever until you came, Reina. No matter how long. Oh boy. Forever. Reina turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. Quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Reina? Huh? I haven't. Never read any before. From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. Can't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles. It was nothing. You're welcome. Do you grow pickles? How do you make pickles? Is it just like cucumbers? You put cucumbers in water for like 10 years and then you make pickles? Is that how that works? I'm not sure. How were they? Not too salty? They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor. Would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Reina? Or was it your mom? Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty? Your attitude completely changed as you begin to panic frantically. Was it you, Reina, or was it your mom? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. Ha ha ha! She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. I'm the worst. Reina nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. Ap, 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 ap. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red. She keeps like flip-flopping between these sprites. She was completely spacing out. It really was a lot of fun to tease her. I'm afraid that Reina never gets taken advantage of by some low life. Keep at it, Reina. I'll train you until you handle it like an average person. Or so I decided for myself. Reasonable. Let's go. If we keep me on waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just keeps spacing out otherwise, I called Reina back to reality so we can make her way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Reina Ryugu. Okay. Though I've known her for about a month, but I come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. It's her! Oh boy. Damn. I'm grooving. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Holy grooves. The vibes never stop. Alright. Wee-chan, good morning. Getting up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Oh boy. She's green. Green girl. Ah, finally. You two are late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Reina, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. Okay. The music doesn't need to be that loud. Alright, this is Mion. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Reina. It has been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. Ah ha ha! You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Oh, damn! Mion's gaze stared at my chest and dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. She was saying it was my crotch that was cuter back then. Okay. Sure, whatever, man. Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now. Star. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. I'm not saying next time. Right now is just fine. Remember letting the little guy get a breath of fresh morning air. I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you can smell it fouling up the morning air before. Incredible. Mion, this sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. What? Why are we doing this? As my hand reached for my fly, Reina began to ramble in near panic. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Reina tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. Okay, bro. How was it? Seeing the city again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I went for a funeral. Didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? The thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. Oh, sorry. I just came back from a funeral. I don't have any time to look around in toy stores. Tisk. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know? It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here, after all. Is it about games again, Michan? Mion nodded proudly as Reina giggled. Yep, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was short for Western Imported Game. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You guys get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of hot action. This time I like the game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and here she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Reina, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. There's a game you think I understand, let me play too. Heh, of course! If Kei-chan is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Whoa! Then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Reina looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. Dear God, visual novels, man. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Reina laughed happily. It was a friendly conversation. We didn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I have to try harder to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. Oh boy. Inamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was also only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I told that... Damn. I'm told that long ago, there used to be a bigger school building, and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it's stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I already gotten quite used to it. Then children playing started from the morning. Such a lively mood, it felt more of a kindergarten than a proper school, not that that was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead, right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Heh, too bad. I wasn't going to fall for that again. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. Damn, the music. What is it, you guys? Step back, Reina. It's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then Satoko-chan is... Her name was Satoko Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious. Satoko! A haughty laugh came from beyond the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round? No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. God damn it. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one, traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never miss fire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. Took a pretty heavy hit from the blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. Why don't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after. Making me focus my attention upwards. So if I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. A potent and terrifying trap, concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange on my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching my leg. By the time I realized she had me, hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in mid-air before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow! An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed square on it. Really? Is this who... Oh my god. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. Alright, whatever. My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Aren't we a lively one this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. Damn, excuse me. That was a step up from your usual traps, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Ow, ow, ow. It seemed I inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Better than landing on that inkstone. Okay, here's this one. A small hand gently rubbed my head. Pain, go away. A small dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking if rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. Not so much about what you actually do as the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. This is Rika, I guess. Reina and Rika. These... I think that's gonna be hard to remember. Yay, Rika-chan, good morning! Good morning to you, Reina. And good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Reina, Mion, and I all bowed back. Such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of a good girl. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof ooh-ah. I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it, I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble. I brought it close to Satoko's forehead. Flick in the forehead. I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say that in a way people will misunderstand. A small hand tug on the back of my shirt. He's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan really is just so. How can I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Ooh-an! Okay, bro. It doesn't bother me. Ooh-an! Oh, she's crying. Well, I guess from the sprite I would tell. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting, yeah? Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. I think Satoko should learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Wait. Next time set an even more amazing trap. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Bark now? No. I'm not doing that. I'm just not. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Reina, what are you doing? As she observed the scene, Reina's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. How? Satoko-chan is crying. I don't know these like Japanese lingo stuff. So cute. You can't take them home. Fuck. But they're so cute. You can't, no matter how cute they are. But just for a bit is fine. Is fine. Reina kept a cutesy face, even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Reina is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Amazing. Object or person. Jesus. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up. And I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right. Reina swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Reina into the authorities. Okay. Forgive me, Reina. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. Oh, ha ha ha, we made it in time. Rise, re-say attention. From Persona 4. Rise, attention. Mion gave out the morning commands. I guess she's the big boss of the group. Oh. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of reading. It's all good though. Yeah. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rina and Mion, being the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. Even end up helping teach younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. Actually, way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rina and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Kiichi-kun. Easy to understand. Rina took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. Damn. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. While you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite, I don't know how to say that, let's say fair about things. I guess so. Whatever. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there'll be trouble later on. With these marks. It's not like I'm aiming to go on to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Fucking damn it. Stop doing that. Her staunch defiance is really something else. This is a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams. Ichan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too. You're such a good and honest kid, Reina. Now make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. What? Thanks so much. Stop! Does it just happen? Okay, it just happens when I hit... Damn. I hit the scroll wheel. Voltage and terrifying trap. Especially you, Reina. Private lessons, just the two of us. Private lessons? Okay. A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Reina's head. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. While Mion was flipping through a vocabulary flashcard, she threw out a casual question. So in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. Do you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. While knowing that this stuff is going to ever come in handy in the future. Question is old as time. Will we ever get to use this in the future? Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. That is right. There aren't really enough people around here that warrant weeding them out with an exam. If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. Teens? Wow. I am fumbling. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. Oh! In place of a chime, the sound of a principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Kei-chan, we're done! It's our wonderful lunchtime. In a complete Fucking hell! In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period. Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch, Star. I might have been making a very troubled face. Reina smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's eat! And, damn! This is good. There seemed to be different cliques even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Ichi-kun, hurry! Rina waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Once everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunch boxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crusts like some sort of destitute plebeian. Okay. So we're all killing Satoko, right? I'm kidding. Why don't you just show it to us? Come now. Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. Pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, then Representative me, please give the signal to start. At first it was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different. There's only one boy, by the way. But we were all friends. Let's eat. The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really, though, I'd gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course, there were other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Damn it, stop hitting the scroll wheel! That should be expected. Younger boys to see older boys is scary. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. Put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. Thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. Whether Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Flying into the fight that Satoko was starting, her chopsticks locked in a cross counter, stabbing into each other's lunch. My, how delicious. Oh, this taro was good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. I've saved some from dinner last night. By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan makes them for both of them every day. Stop hitting the scroll wheel! Oh my god! Rika-chan made this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold, they were done in hand with a knife. It's not easy to do. I guess Rika-chan's is good at this sort of thing. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? I keep hitting the scroll wheel. And it's so sensitive. Any most sensitive touch to this scroll wheel activates like 13 thermonuclear bombs. Like, I swear to God. Amazing. Rika's quite exceptional in many ways. Oh ho 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 ho! That's nothing for you to boast about. Rina's actually better at cooking than I am. Huh? Well, you know. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Reina, which she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Reina's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Reina's lunchbox constantly, because we all hate when she eats food, I guess. Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope? Still high marks from me. Ah, Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Toko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time, and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Reina's lunchbox was soon empty. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Reina. Reina seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. How'd you like it? Isn't Reina-san an extremely good cook, too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. I said there's something for you to boast about. You know, it's different from Keiichi-chan, Toko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Okay. Alright, we're doing this now. The music stopped, which means she's gonna go ape shit or something. Okay, before that, though, I can get some water. Hold on. Because I am fucking thirsty. Damn! Alright. Water good. Truth. Thank you, handmaid. Alright. Stoko's face went pale. Hey. Even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. Kichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? What the fuck? Mayo? With ranch, maybe, but shouldn't be picking on her. Michan, too. Reina hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed, even hauntedly, as she drew closer to Satoko. Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. But that's asparagus. Oh. Mion made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds, I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Great. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices. He's pretty terrible.
The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait. The green one is cauliflower. So which? Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower. The green one is, ooh.
You really know which is which?
How about you just give up?
I expect no less from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal.
I do know. I really do.
Then answer the question.
I know. Wah!
She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. Incredible.
Ha! How cute!
Reina entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Reina was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It is that kind of smile. Incredible.
Reina!
Stop! The scroll wheel, I'm going to kill.
Mimi is picking on me.
Okay, whatever.
One! Cute.
It's okay. I'm not saying that. I'll take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister. Damn! Fish boof bam! Shit! It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Both of Reina's fists shot out at supersonic speed, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts in our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Easy? I mean, there's something harder than this? With that, Mion and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Reina. Reina beat your ass.
See, Satoko-chan?
I took care of them. Fucking hell. She's a cold-blooded killer at heart.
Cute. I want to take you home.
Making sure Reina couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out of this.
Damn it all.
Using Reina like a puppet, Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Damn! No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance. Hey, Kichi-kun. Tomorrow, do you have plans or anything? Or anything? Huh? It's such a direct question from Reina, I inadvertently blushed.
If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly?
Reina saw me lost for words and realized that I misunderstood and turned red as well. That's your turning red face.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You see...
So apparently that wasn't what you meant. But since it's always fun when Reina's in a panic, I went along with it a little.
Oh, really? So, it wasn't meant that way.
Huh? Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection.
Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Mi-chan! Ah ha ho 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 ha 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 ha.
Unable to hold it in any longer, Mion slapped me on the back.
I see.
This old geezer never knew you could push your buttons like that.
Wah ha 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 ha. Huh? Huh? What is it?
Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach when Reina flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a bit guilty, I ruffled Reina's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one.
Huh? A joke? Since when?
About halfway through.
Halfway?
Okay, Chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start? Huh?
That means...
It was only a momentary lapse. There was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Well, you see, saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. Unfathomable. Fucking damn. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. Until I killed her and ate her. That's not true. I don't know why I said that. So why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Reina?
Huh? Oh, what were we talking about?
It's been so long that Reina had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. It's just Kei-chan. You probably can't find your way about Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like you're playing pin the tail on the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Oh, from up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes, so you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free.
You're being invited by a girl, you know.
If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend and too much of a scamp to say so up front. If I'm free. Ichi-kun, you're not free perhaps? While Mion and I had a rather sour back and forth, Reina peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in.
Sorry, forgive me. I apologize. I'm free. Great!
The trepidation disappeared from Reina's face as it blossomed into a smile.
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Reina, isn't there? Seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Reina. Her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Reina forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind.
Let's go, Reina. Maybe we should just be the 2 of us tomorrow, leaving grumpy old Mion behind.
Man, what the fuck?
Huh? Whoa. Ichi-kun is okay with that, then. I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maibara.
The name drop. It'd be great if the 2 of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Reina?
If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food, maybe.
Don't you ignore me too, Reina. I'll show everyone that you 2 disappeared into the hotel district together.
Damn! Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow is going to be so fun. Later, Kichi-kun, Mi-chan. Bye!
Reina bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left for me standing next to Mion sprawled out on the ground. There was a load on her face. Fucking hell! Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they've become sharper. This little geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Reina want to hit you. Or else it would end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal.
Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs.
I felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we're hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see your debut in extreme contact sport. Ugh. All this reading. No wonder. I'm playing a visual novel. You can't lose to Reina. You need to train up and have a rematch. Hey, Chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Ian and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Reina's infallible technique. Oh, that's what I'm playing. Okay, neat. You received new tips. We're a mixed grade. We don't have a uniform. I don't know what that means. Okay. What the fuck? So we'll save here. I guess. Why is it like this? This is very creepy. Does this bring me back to like a certain point? No, it doesn't. I guess this is supposed to be like conversations that we had during school. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. So, Reina, we're the same age? Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal, too. Hey, now, it would be weird if we were the same age, not the same zodiac animal. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals, even if you're the same age. Huh? Oh, I see. Neon, you're pretty smart. Ha 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 ha. What month were you born, by the way, Keiichi-kun? I'm July. Reina smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey, now what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Heh, don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I won't even mind you if you bet $1 per month. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? Reina panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I am certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun, I can't help myself. That means you were born in April, Kei-chan? Right on. Too bad, Reina. I'm already far older than Reina. Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as me, Chan. Oh, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get high at all. It's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk. Heh. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? Okay. If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. That's fucking weird. Michan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Rina's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different, then they should be in a different school, shouldn't they? Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think. Can we shut up? Alright? Fuck off. Not making any sense yourself, Reina. I'll just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit. Oh, stop it! I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why the school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services, after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I thought our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is gravel. There are rooms stored for classes. There's some strange sort of construction and machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. Probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Thank you for the background noise, Sia. Thank you for joining. Have fun at work, because this is my work.
Oh, I love my job. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far, though, you know. Which school would that be? Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station, turn at the hospital, and head towards the pediatrics department? What? So far. I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rain's reaction. Oh, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending the pseudo schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There's quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Michan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I totally agree with Reina on this one. What the hell? Okay. No swag little DM. Alright, let's try our best. All of you, try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future is bleak with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Cade-chan as he works forever. Well, what do you mean by work forever? What do you mean? This girl is so clueless. Hey! You're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. It's usually yelled at all three of us. Sorry. It was completely our fault. Satoko sighed and chortled haughtily. I stuck out my tongue to her in response. It's just as Mion says, this school has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. I mean, okay. It's only June, but it's already so hot. I can hear the Higurashi outside chirping me, me, and at night there are mosquitoes. Might as well be summer already. Only salvation was that the mornings were still cool. Summer, I do declare! Satoko was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Stop hitting the scroll wheel! I'm going to kill you! Even if she was a little brat, she still was a girl. KTC does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. How I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it'll be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand. Okay, we were not going to tell her about that. It gets steamy. How? This girl has gone imagining something indecent. Reina's summer clothes have a nice refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Reina's. But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute, being a one-piece and all. One Piece? I like to wear your summer clothes, Star. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be much more fun with cute clothes. How? I had a feeling that Reina and Satoko's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them somewhere? Why, yes. Mion-san supplied them.
Mi-chan's relative runs a secondhand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you ask those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then. That Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. Must be a strange secondhand clothing store. I get that it's a secondhand clothing store, but always stocking clothes from schools all over the country? That's pretty strange for a secondhand clothing store. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? Yeah, I think so too. We also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pitch in and help so they can make a bit more. I love water. But Mion-san says it would be a big hit and become a great store with such a conviction. Secondhand clothing store that stocks school uniforms would be a big hit? I don't get it. Great. I don't really know what that was for, but okay, that's just all the tips. Who cares? All right. How fun. There's a lot of reading in this game. I know it's a visual novel, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going until something happens. I don't know about something happening, but I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rina and Mion were going to show me how around Hinamizawa. Oh, they got casual clothing, I guess. I like her hat. Pretty cool. Rina and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Hey, Chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting. Hey, Chan, you just got here yourself. Ha, Star. Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag, which she wasn't. What is that? A heavy-looking handbag. Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rena did make a picnic. Hey, Chan, after you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take responsibility for this? Alright, I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Huh? Responsibility? For what? Why does Mion look like that? As they both turned down slowly to look at Reyna, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. Didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this is Reyna we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess. When Reyna was picking it up, I can see she was struggling a bit. I say 5. You're exaggerating. Keiichi-kun is a boy, after all. Thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Star. Haha, let's get going. Heave ho. Oh my god. I feel dehydrated. I don't know why. Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction. I say 5 kilos too. How about, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Reyna sad, got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. Carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I can't even imagine something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you can still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day.
Oh, you would be my Barakun, I believe. My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All these passers-by even knew my name. When did I become this famous? I passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. Haha, it's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. That means when an unfamiliar face walks by, I just automatically assume it's that Maid or Carlo when it just moved here. Yeah, that's how it works out. It was a process of elimination you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I better make sure to maintain a good reputation. Today I discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore. I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech the next day. I don't know what that word means. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know them. The first person we met was Old Man Taikazo from the Makino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next we met the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met with Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. His hobbies are birdwatching and photography. You know the names of everyone we passed by. And even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rina exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Oh yeah? We're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Let's try it out. You there, who am I? Ha ha ha! You're Keiichi Maibara. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers, didn't you? That's enough! That's enough! Boxers? Enough of that! Apparently there's absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Okay, bro. Hinamizawa was not a place to be trifled with. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this, after all. Don't you all think so too? That Kei-chan is fitting right here in Hinamizawa. The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. Thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Have I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima-san. Good day. Oh my Barakun. Wonderful you having a lovely girl in each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a repair response like I would have in the city, I responded with an empathetic, emphatic nod. Jesus, what the fuck? Goldwoman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Scroll wheel. You will see the light of day, nevermore. Good. Let's look back over the Reina and Mion. They gave me a wink. So, now then, Star. About time to have lunch, maybe? Maybe. Reina's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man. I'll do what I can, but it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan. Leave this to this old man. Why does she keep calling herself a fucking old man? Mion has never seen her as reliable as she does right now. I expect no less from the class representative. Reina, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Ooh, yes. Good idea, I agree. Reina nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Resting on top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. This place. Be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Ah, isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? But Tanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. I was embarrassed for assuming the festivals had to be held in summer. Now then, spread out the lunchboxes, and there. Various colored lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. Sure did smell delicious, as Rain is home cooking. I don't know if I'd saying that would be delicious.
Is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, it takes more than just a good view to get this all down, you know. Oh, these guys. Good afternoon. It's Rika-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see, this is our secret plan, power in numbers. Give my thanks, Mion. Following it up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. With handmade gourmet meal by Reina. I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on our property? Temple is public grounds. It's not yours. Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property. Ugh. Wow, Rika-chan is such a good girl. Whatever. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Satoko. Hold on 1 second. Where's my spot? No spot for you and nothing for you to eat. Don't worry, there's some for you too. None. I'll eat all of hers. I will not allow that. Rika! Here, chopsticks. Both Satoko and I left in the boxes having it out with each other. I know she said here, chopsticks, but like I imagine she was like, here, chopsticks. Like her nickname is Chopsticks. I might call her that from now on. I might call Satoko Chopsticks from now on. I think that's funny actually. Man, really, Kei-chan, really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. Have a plate, one for Mi-chan and Rika-chan too. Reina whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. If you don't hurry, you'll all be eaten up. That's right. Okay, shall we commence this battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone, Star. Reina said as she opened up a thermos. Just then I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. Damn! I will not allow you to have this hamburger. Fuck you. Perk, using your elbows against the rules, Satoko. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. Damn. Excuse me. It was a tough battle. Blocking with her full momentum and elbow and opening moves, Satoko appeared to have the upper hand. But the difference in her proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. Ah, the last meatball! The Toko Hojo has been bested! Nom! Satoko and I amiably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Reina blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Mion advised Reina to refrain from saying anything that can get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I do anything in my power, just so things can stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they began talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? It seems that long ago, people ate in silence. It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? Probably because back then the people were busy even while eating and didn't have the time to compliment the flavor. That's just you. You know, just hearing that is good makes me happy. And my effort was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. It was delicious. With absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan struck out Reina directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Oh? After Reina uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose to her head with an audible poof. How? Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you. It was really delicious. Reina flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you can almost hear it. To reward Rika-chan for her praise, ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them towards Rika-chan. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way.
What is it, Satoko? What's with that defiant look? Is everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Reina-san? Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think of with your weak vocab? Oh, well then, allow me to show you. After Satoko flashed Miyano a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Hey, Serena's lunch. Satoko thought it was yummy too. Satoko looked up at her proudly while talking cutesy. What? How is that praise? It's not even persuasion by tears, it's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is Arena Limited special skill. He blustered and head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Ah, how? Of course, I was asking for the impossible. Rena galomped Satoko and began rubbing her cheek against her. Cute! Satoko is so cute, Star. Take you home, how? Squish. Stab. Push. Satoko was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Miyano again with that defiant gaze. It only took 5 seconds to take on Rena. That's unfair, to think she had such a trick. There's such so much, why not reward Rena-san with some praise? Damn it! That was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. Satoko, you think you've won with that, don't you? I ought to show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks. That sounds great, Mion. What kind of trick is it? K-chan's gonna be the one who does it. What? Why don't I have you show me then? Everything of an old maid. Fan of attack, she's just wicked. It was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. After sipping my tea, I started talking very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? It's all freshly made, right? No. Actually, most of it, almost all of it was frozen stuff. Which ones did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. I really have to say. Must I? The synergy to boy plus handmade lunchbox for expression is melted into euphoria. I already know. This one, right? Uh-huh. You. Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words, I can't believe it, practically written on her face. How can you tell? How? That I made it. Of course, Miyano told me beforehand. I'm perfect so far. And after connecting, I wish I was waiting to beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Guy. Silence enveloped the area. Rena, face completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Satoko also blushed. Of course I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits or something. Even if it was all because I was competing against Satoko, it felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. And at that moment... fucking explosion! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. Please eat some, Keiichi-kun! There's plenty for you! Quark! Instantly, dozens of the apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, say Keiichi-kun. Star. My egg was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even more apples were shoved in my mouth. While she was schooling one apple after another, was forced into my mouth. More and more apples. Ha 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 ha. Oh hi. Hey hen. Kei-chan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Satoko? This is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it. Such trickery. Fuck you. It doesn't bother me at all. Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it. I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. You know what? That's a good place to end it. All right, I had fun. I had fun actually. It's a lot. It's a lot of fucking text, but it's a visual novel, so whatever. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I will come back to this game. I will come back to this game. However long it takes. There's 8 chapters of this fucking game. I'm pretty interested to see what happens, but I'm gonna go lay down. So, goodbye, everybody. See you guys next time.
2 streams today. Probably won't happen again. So, yeah. Goodbye.